Hello and welcome. I'm Grace. Thanks for joining me on our lovely little 30-minute sessions. Just gives us enough time to move the body. We're going to particularly focus on some grounded work today. So we're going to start down onto our backs. And I can invite you to come into, it's called Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. You might have some blocks that you want to place either side of your thighs just to support the ligaments and just that stretch into the groin area, hip flexors. That feels more supportive, or maybe even a block behind your head. But let's just land. Place your hands somewhere on your body that for you gives you a feeling of arriving, of grounding, of maybe just focusing your attention to that place. And wherever that place is, can you take your breath there? And all we're doing is just, first of all, consciously bring your awareness into our body. Doesn't mean that you need to be in perfect surroundings, perfect quiet. It's being more discerning with where you're placing your focus, your attention. So just breathing into that area that you have your hands placed on your body. And belly feels that it's rising, and wherever that place is, there's this feeling of spaciousness arising there. And then see if you can expand that feeling of spaciousness from wherever you're breathing into. Let it radiate out now through your whole body. And you're feeling yourself settling down and in. That spacious feeling within you. Relax around your jaw, around your face. Even kind of part the lips, swallow. Receding back. Now nice and slowly, just bring your knees together. Press your feet down into the mat and press your lower back down into the mat. And just maybe notice that change, something that was getting a feeling of thoughts, an emotion that was getting a little intense. So notice how movement can shift us from one place to another. When we change our focus, when we change maybe our shape or how we're moving, it also changes how we're feeling. So everything interlinked. Good. As you press your lower back down into the mat, bring your right knee and then your left knee into your chest. And now we'll place the hands around the tops of the shins and just get a little bit of weight down. So just think everything settle, our back settle, the back of the body, the back of the skull. You might here bring your forehead all the way up towards your knees, curling in. A little bit of rocking feels good, side to side. And then we'll roll all the way back down the spine. And as you come back down the spine, bring your left foot flat, cross your right ankle on the top of the left thigh, and just come into an ankle to knee stretch. A figure of four, sometimes called, so that right knee is moving away from the body. And you might pick up your left foot and draw your left thigh in and give a little squeeze into that. Good. And maybe again, movement helps. Just letting yourself shift your focus inwards, feeling what's happening in the body. A little bit of rocking gently. And then let's release with your hands. Bring your left foot back down. Now cross your right knee on top of your left. So rather than ankle to knee, you're stacking the knees. And there's no distance. Your inner thighs are squeezing together. And again, pick up your feet. And this time we're going to fan your feet out wide. Walk your hands maybe around the back of the knees or all the way down the little toe edge of the feet. So we're pulling the feet away from each other. Good. Shoulders stay soft, chin is tucked. And first, just getting into the outer hip stretches, staying low to the ground so you can really kind of let the rest of the body be supportive. We're not working any muscular tension and gravity. More deep, full breath in and long breath out. Good. So unwind the legs, drop your knees into your chest, give a little squeeze. Place your right foot flat, ankle to knee, with your left ankle on top of the right thigh. Encouraging that left knee to move away from the body, picking up your right foot. Again, you can interlace the hands, maybe. And maybe a little movement. Just gentle rocking. It's very soothing for the nervous system. Let me rock a baby. And then just slow that down. Bring your right foot flat. Cross the knees on top of each other. Again, stacking the knees. There's no distance as you pick up, press the thighs into the chest. And then maybe again on this side, you're not going to catch the feet, or maybe you are. You're going to find again your edge. You're not causing more strain through the rest of the body. The shoulders are relaxed down. The chin is slightly tucked. You feel the weight at the back of the skull. Picking the feet up in line with the knees. And just a nice, subtle, soft breath. You're keeping that feeling as you come out of spaciousness, of releasing out, dropping the knees into the chest, and then bringing your feet flat. Feet are out nice and wide, and we'll drop the knees side to side. Easy, easy. Just release the back. Good. And then let that wave, drop your knees back into your chest. We're going to extend the arms over the head, stretch, and place your feet fairly close to the body, knees up towards the ceiling. And you can catch hold, maybe the wrists, maybe a little further down towards the elbow. You make it kind of square, but your shoulders are down. So if that feels a lot for your shoulders, just catch hold or just let the fingertips lightly touch. And then we'll press your lower back down into the mat and begin to roll up the spine. So your knees are drawing forward into the bridge pose, chest is lifting towards the chin. And then keeping the arms as they are over the head as you roll down the spine. Feel that gentle stretch at the side of the body. Deep full breath in as you come down, nice and spacious into the side of the body. Exhale it all the way out. Good. Stick it one more time into bridge. Press through the feet. Roll up the spine. Knees draw forward. Hips lifting up. Top of the breath. And again, exhale. Roll it all the way down. You come down. Just pause. Coming into these first few moments of practice. Bring your arms now out wide into a T position. Feet out a little wider than we have the bridge, and knock your knees over towards the right. So internal or external rotation in the hips. Keeping the right arm where it is. We're going to inhale, float your left arm up towards the ceiling. So it's 12 o'clock. Lift your left shoulder up. So you're reaching as if you're trying to touch your ceiling. And then start to roll all the way over towards the right. So your left hand will come, maybe even past your right hand. And you're reaching over and you're rolling over. So the head is still supported. Your left foot's still anchored down. And then we're going to trace your left hand all the way up, down the right arm, across your chest. Keep your legs as they are over to the right, but open up through the chest. Left arm releases all the way back down. Good. Let's roll back to center over the feet. Drop your knees all the way over to the left. Lovely deep full breath in. Make sure your feet are nice and wide. Left arm stays where it is, but as you inhale, float your right arm up through center. Lift that right shoulder up. Reach up. Now bring your right arm over across. So we're rolling over to the left, stacking the hips and the shoulders, so spine moving as one. Reach your right arm a little bit further over. And that lovely soothing sensory experience as you trace your right fingertips along your left arm, across your chest, opening up across the chest, arms out wide. And then finally bring your knees back through to center. Good, isn't that nice? Let's drop your knees again over towards the right. Please make sure your knees and your feet are out wide. You can really feel that more into the hips. It doesn't feel too compressive. Good. Now we're going to bring your left foot flat, left knee up towards the ceiling. So your right knee stays where it is, and the little toe edge of your right foot. Bring your left hand behind or by the head of your shoulder. So your left fingertips are pressing down towards your left shoulder, and your left hand is begin to press down into the mat. And in that action, you're going to begin to tip all the way over towards the right. And so you're arching. Good. And as you tip over towards the right, so you lifted your left shoulder, your left hip, arching along the spine, and maybe that left hand becomes flat and your left elbow up towards the ceiling. Deep full breath in, a lovely big arc, and then slowly roll back down the spine. We're going to pulse that one more time so you really get the benefit and feel that. So as you inhale, press through your left foot, start to press down through your left hand, arch along the spine, so you're just turning towards the right. Deep breath in. And then slowly roll all the way, releasing your right arm, roll back, feet flat through to center. So your left arm comes out through to T position. And then we'll drop the knees over to the left. Nice and wide with the feet, chest open. And then bring your right foot flat, right knee up towards the ceiling. Good, same as we did before, bend your right elbow and try and bring, it might be just to begin with, your fingertips just lightly touch down. Your right fingertips, head of the right shoulder. And then as you begin to arch the spine and lift your right hip, your right shoulder tilting over towards your left, maybe your right hand will come down flat so you can press off that little ball. You're pressing down into your right foot, deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. And then exhale, let's roll all the way, that right hip, right shoulder, feel the weight at the back of the skull. One more time, inhale with the breath. Press off your right foot, your right hand flat as you can, arch along the spine. And then exhale, drop the shoulder, drop the hip, release the right arm wide, and roll back through to center. Good, feel the back of the body. Nice to do work down on the ground because there's no muscular holding here. Let's drop the knees into the chest. Cross your ankles and see if you can bring your hands forward and catch hold of the little toe edge of the feet. So you can just squeeze a little bit more. It might be the backs of the knees and that's fine, tops of the knees or backs of the thighs. But if you can, catch hold of the little toe edge of the feet. It gets a nice ankle stretch as well. And maybe you'll even curl up into a little ball, forehead going towards the knees. And now we're going to see if we can roll up to seated. So coming up all the way if you can, and rolling back, forward and back a couple of times, up and down the mat, forward and back, forward, that's it. One more, come all the way back and all the way up to sit. And as you come up to sit, bring your feet wide, toes turn out. Good, again, same action. Drop the knees side to side. Now we'll take it a little bit more into that same work. So we'll drop the knees over towards the right. Spin towards the back of your mat. So your right fingertips are facing towards the back of the mat. Sweep the left arm over the head. Just take a couple of circles with that left arm. Good, get that movement all the way down the spine. Get a nice fluid movement. Circling round. Exploring that. You need to feel the arch along the spine as you reach the left arm over the head. You can open up through the throat. You might even press down through your right hand, tops of shins, feet, and lift your hips all the way up. Good, deep full breath in. Exhale. You always feel that this is a big, big kind of yes into the body. Yes to movement. It feels good to move. Good. And slowly bring the hips back down. Float that left arm back through. You can do it without using your hands. Back through center. Roll over the ankles, the feet. Turn towards the back of the mat. Left fingertips placed towards the back of the mat. We'll start just getting the circles into the right shoulder, and you'll make this movement as kind of exploratory as you want to, big circles round. Again, we can get that fluid movement in the spine, so it's not just isolated into the shoulder. You might feel it all the way into the hips. And you're moving around. Movement is good. Bring the right arm over the head. And again, you can arch here along the spine. Maybe you're going to press through the shins, tops of feet, and lift the hips up. Opening up through the throat, reaching up and out. Deep breath in. Exhale. Good. Feel that space. Deep breath in. And then exhale, you've got the hips lifted. Bring them back down. Circle the right arm back through and come back over through center. Good. Let's drop the feet to one side. Meet me over on hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide. Crease the wrists facing forward. Knees underneath the hips. Tuck your chin. Tuck your tailbone. Little curl into cat stretch. Stay in the cat stretch and drop your hips all the way back towards your heels and bring your hands back towards your knees so you're kneeling at the back of the mat. Good. And let's take an arch along the spine. Open up through the throat. And then tuck your chin, curl around. Hands are on the tops of the knees. You can keep the arms straight. You can draw back. And let's wave that through. Inhaling. The movement is originating at the base of the spine. And then exhale, curling back through. Very fluid, easy movement. Good. One more with the hips down. Exhale, curl them round. Come back through to neutral spine. Bring your right hand behind you. So just lightly onto fingertips. So if you've got a block, and we'll bring the left arm up. And again, we can get that arc along the spine, squeezing of the shoulder blades to lift and lengthen the front of the body. You might stay here, or you might, again, explore lifting your hips up. Good. Head skull can draw back as long as it's comfortable for your neck. Deep breath in. And then exhale, bring your hips back down, float the left arm back through, bring your left hand behind. And again, onto fingertips, or use your block, right arm up and over. You need to feel that arch that lift through the back of the ribs. Maybe you're going to lift the hips up. Full deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Slowly bring the hips back down. Bring the right arm all the way back down. Let's come back onto hands and knees. Step your right foot forward between the hands. And we're up onto our fingertips here. And let the pelvis just come forward. Same wave along the spine. Press your chest forward. And then tuck your chin. And begin to lift your back ribs. Begin to lift your hips as you straighten your right leg. And again, we'll wave with that with the breath. Inhale, pelvis comes forward. Chest lifts. Exhale, curl and round. Tucking chin, tucking tailbone. Inhale, bend into the front knee, pull the chest forward. Exhale, curl and round, tucking chin, tucking the tailbone slightly, and just stay here, breathing in 1. Exhale. Inhaling 2, feel the broadness in the back, lift the back rib. Inhaling 3, the whole of that right foot, plug it down. Exhale. Good. Now inhale, bend back through into your right knee. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Just stabilizing that right knee. You could use a block with your right hand. Just drop your left foot slightly over towards the right. Good. Begin to float your left arm up towards the ceiling, turning belly chest towards the left. Breathing in 1. Exhale. Inhaling 2. Exhale. Inhaling 3. Exhale. Good. Gaze down. Left hand comes down. Bring your left foot back through. So into our low lunge. Let's tuck our toes. Lift our back knee and just press back into that left heel. Should feel good. Low lunge. Full breath in. Exhale, bring your back knee down and step right foot forward to meet the right foot back to meet the left. Left foot steps forward. We take it on this side through those cat-cow movements. Pelvis comes forward, chest lifts. We move pelvis, spine together. Exhale, tucking chin, tucking tailbone, curling, rounding. And we get that straightening of the left leg. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Lovely wave of the breath, wave of the movement. Exhaling, curling, rounding. Inhaling. And exhaling. Good. One more. Inhale. Bend into your left knee. Pull the chest forward. And then exhale, curl them round. Tucking chin. Slight tuck of the tailbone. Left leg straightens best you can, but left foot anchors down. Lift the back ribs. You can feel the breath in the back of the body. Deep breath in. And long breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Bend again into your left knee. Inhale, come forward. Time and just drop right foot slightly over to the left. Left hand to the inside of the left foot, so it stabilizes the left knee. Sweep your right arm up towards the ceiling. Gaze towards your top thumb. Breathing in 1. Exhale. Inhaling 2. Exhale. Good. Open the chest. Breathing in 3. Exhale. Bring your right hand down. Frame your left foot. Drop your right foot back. Just tuck the toes for a moment. Lift your back knee. Press into the back heel. Deep full breath in. Good. Long breath out. Inhale. Bring your right knee down. Hands down. Step it back on our hands and knees. Tuck over the toes. Press down through the hands. Lift your back ribs. Head heavy. No strain in the neck. Let's hover the knees. Now in that hovering tabletop position. Shins parallel to the floor. Everything drawing midline of body, stable and strong. Full breath in for 1. Exhale. Breathing in 2. Exhale. Breathing in 3. Exhale. Inhale, press through the hands. We're going to take it up off the shoulders into down dog, back into the hips. Maybe a little weight down into the heels, but most of us keep the knees bent. Might even be walking the dog, bending one knee, then the other. Dropping the hips a little side to side. Let's take a big breath in through your nose. Empty it all the way out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands back to your feet. Feel the transition of weight into your heels. First of all, just let the spine fall forward. Let the shoulders drop towards the ears. Shake out the head. Good. We're going to walk the hands over to your right. See if you can bring a little further round. Maybe your left hand will catch hold of the outside of your right foot. Your left knee might bend a little bit, but I want you to keep your right leg straight as you can and bring your chest towards your right thigh. Let the head drop so you don't need to really crank the head round. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. Release your left hand. Walk your hands back through center. Keep the knees soft. Walk the hands all the way around, far as you can to the right. Your hands always round by, to the left. Maybe they're all the way around by your left heel. Right hand is going to catch hold somewhere around back of the left leg. And bend your right knee slightly, but keep the left leg straight. Chest to thighs. Head drops. Breathing in 1. Exhale. Inhaling 2. Exhale. Inhaling 3. Exhale. Walk the hands back through center. And then walk the hands all the way back out into down dog. Good. Make sure you've got a good distance in our down dog. So let's rock forward. Inhale through plank. Gaze forward, chest forward. Bring your right hand to center of mat. We're going to spin on the toes towards your right. Maybe your left knee comes down. If you want to, you stack the feet into side plank. One long line, extend the right arm up, gaze to thumb. Breathing in 1, lift out the left hip. Good. Exhale. Breathing in 2. Exhale. Inhaling 3. On the exhale, bring your right hand down. Come back through your plank pose. You always drop your knees down. Right hand comes through to center. You're turning to the left. Maybe your right knee's down, or you're stacking your feet. Lift out the right hip, the right shoulder. Left arm extends up. 3 breaths. Breathing in 1. Exhale. Inhaling 2. Exhale. Inhaling 3. Exhale. Left hand comes down. Good work. Back into our plank pose, strong and steady, gaze forward. Let's take it down through a vinyasa. Just 1, bend the elbows. You're going to take it into cobra. You've got an up dog in you. Up to you. Arms are straight if you're in the up dog. Take a couple of breaths in that back bend. And then tuck your toes up and back. Lovely down dog. Deep breath in. Even longer breath out. Right leg up and back from hands and knees, or your down dog. Again, we're going to take it forward and into a pigeon pose. So right knee towards right wrist. Left leg slips all the way back. Let's take our pigeon as a proud pigeon. So it's a back bend. Up on fingertips. Maybe you've got a right block to stabilize that right hip. So you can lift the chest and feel a little buoyant. Chest moving forward. Gaze down, tip of the nose. Good. And then just shift the hips slightly to the right. So you can sweep that left foot forward and bring your left foot to the outside of right thigh. Right arm wraps around. Left hand behind, tall spine. And we rotate over the left shoulder, breathing in 1. Exhale. Inhaling 2. Exhale. Inhaling 3. Exhale. Inhale, move back through center, de-rotate over to the right. And then back center. Let's sweep that left leg all the way back. Those different movement patterns. Tuck your toes. Either slip back, hands and knees, down dog, or a little bit of work into the core. Right knee into the chest. Meet me here. 3-legged plank if you can. Right foot comes down, up and back. Down dog. Keep that nice length in down dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. Knee to chest, come forward with control. Second side, pigeon pose. Left leg extends back. Use your block underneath your left hip. We're not coming forward here, so it's some buoyancy in the pelvis. So we're not gripping. Turn your left toes towards your left knee. Chest is lifted, shoulders are soft. Good. Deep, full breath in. Gaze down, tip of the nose. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's take it into the twist. So that right leg is going to sweep forward. If you've got the block, come off the block. Drop your right hip down as you bring your right foot outside your bent left thigh, left knee. Good. Left arm wraps around, right hand behind, tall spine. And get that action by drawing your back ribs in and then rotate. Breathing in 1. Exhale. Inhaling 2. Exhale. Inhaling 3. As you exhale, come back through center. De-rotate all the way around to your left. And then back into center. Good. As you come back into center here, we're just going to simply bring our legs forward. Good. We're going to bring our knees together and bring the hands underneath the thighs. A little bit of Navasana, boat pose. Lift your chest. Hover the feet. Good. You might pick your feet up in line with your knees. You might keep your toes down. You might even work to extend your legs. In the moment, I've still got my hands underneath my thighs, and I want to use that for a moment just to really get your chest lifted. So it might be your knees are bent, or you might here be able to lift your legs and straighten and reach towards your toes. Back ribs are drawing in. Then we let go. Good. Gaze to toes. 3 breaths. Breathing in 1. Exhale. Breathing in 2. Exhale. Good. Breathing in 3. Exhale. Inhale, bend your knees and bring your soles of your feet together. Baddha Konasana, sit tall. And then start to come forward. You can let your forearms just rest onto your thighs. You're not pressing really firmly down here, but you're just rocking a little side to side. Don't come too far down. And then we're going to bring the left shoulder and just get a little bit of twist over towards the right knee with your chest. And back through center. And then twist over to the left. And back to center. And twist to your right. And center. One more. Twist to your left. And center. Staying in the Baddha Konasana, come forward. And then walk your hands forward. And let your head drop down. Nice big, deep breath down into belly. Walk your hands back up, sit tall, now bring your legs out wide. Good, you can sit up onto a block for these. So you get that forward movement of the pelvis. Again, a little bit of rocking side to side. I feel that gets that movement into the pelvis, that it gets a little bit looser to be able to come forward, not down. Walk your hands far forward as you can. Toes are turned up towards the ceiling, backs to the thighs are down. And then begin to fold. So you might just come halfway, you might use your blocks, you might support your head with your hands, or place something so you can support your forehead. We're just folding in, softening in. I'm going to stay here for 3 deep, long breaths. Breathing in for the nose for 1. Exhale. Inhaling 2, try and soften into that breath. Exhale. Breathing in for 3. Exhale. Inhale, walk the hands all the way back up. I'm just going to simply bring the hands underneath the thigh, cross your knee, or cross the shin, so you're sitting cross-legged. And then close the eyes and just feel all those different movements. Letting all that settle down. It's that feeling of like the snow globe where we move things, shaking things up a little. Those sensations engage the mind into the body. Now just letting that all settle and drop a little. And feel all those sensations, all that movement, just settling. Resetting, realigning. Bring your focus to your body, realigning your focus, realigning your mind back to the things that really do deserve your focus and attention. Again, this yoking and bringing together the union that yoga gives us, some time to connect. What does matter? What does deserve my attention? Just stay just for a couple more breaths. And we'll close, hands to heart. Lift your heart to meet your thumbs. Bow your head down towards your own heart. And notice how just that little time of consciousness stepping away. And just ground your attention. Bring some presence. Maybe a feeling of calm or ease or space. One of those words you could just label in what your practice brings to you. How it realigns you. Thank your body for practice today. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.